Football is a game loved by millions. It brings joy, excitement, and pride. But sometimes the game is hurt by bad actions. This is the story of a big scandal in Italian football.
A crisis which has rocked Italian football.
4 top Italian teams have been accused of cheating by fixing matches.
The office of the Italian Football Federation in Rome has been raided by police.
Italian football will never be the same again.
In Italy, football is more than just a sport.
Per Battistuta, prova il numero, Battistuta ed è il gol! Un grandissimo gol! Bellissimo Ronaldo, la conquista, il tiro, gol!
Inter's superstar shining bright on the world stage.
Ha segnato il Matteo.
But in the early 2000s, a shadow fell over Italian football. There was a scandal that shook the sport to its core. This scandal became known as footballgate. The story begins in 2004. Italian police started to investigate strange events in Serie A, the top league in Italy. They found evidence that some matches had been fixed. Fixing a match means that the result was planned before the game was played. This is against the rules. It is cheating. The police discovered that referees, players, and club officials were involved. They were accused of working together to change the outcomes of games. This made the competition unfair. Honest teams and players were hurt. One of the key people in the scandal was a referee named Pierluigi Pareto. He was a well-known referee and also worked as an official in the Italian Football Federation. He was accused of helping some clubs by influencing referees. The investigation revealed that Pareto had close contacts with some club owners. They talked on the phone often. In these calls, Pareto gave advice on which referees should be assigned to certain matches. This was important because referees can affect how a game is played. The police listened to many phone calls. These recordings showed that Pareto shared information about referee choices. This gave some clubs an unfair advantage. It helped them win matches they might not have won fairly. The scandal did not stop with Pareto. Other officials and club owners were also caught up in the investigation. The most famous club involved was Juventus, one of Italy's biggest teams. Juventus was accused of asking for favorable referees to help win games. As the investigation went on, more and more people were named. The scandal grew bigger and bigger. The scandal had a huge impact on the sport. It became clear that fixing matches was a serious problem in Italian football. Juventus was punished by being stripped of titles they had won. They were also sent down to Serie B, the second division. This was a shocking punishment for such a big club. Other clubs also faced penalties. Some were fined and some lost points in the league. The scandal made fans angry and disappointed. Many felt that the sport they loved had been betrayed. The Italian Football Federation worked hard to fix the problem. They changed rules and tried to make refereeing more fair. They also improved the system for choosing referees for matches. The goal was to stop cheating and bring back trust to the game. The scandal was called Calciopoli in Italy. It became one of the biggest football scandals in history.
Le aperture sono dedicate al terremoto Juventus, Juve nel caos.
It showed how money and power can hurt sport, but it also showed the importance of honesty and justice. This story is about the people who fought to uncover the truth. It is about the fans who never gave up hope. It is about football and the fight to keep it clean. The investigation into the scandal started when some people became suspicious about certain match results. Fans and journalists noticed that some games seemed strange. Some referees made unusual calls. Some teams won in ways that didn't feel right, but proving it was another matter. Italian police began to dig deeper. They used wiretaps, which means they listened to phone calls secretly. This was how they caught the people involved. The recordings were like pieces of a puzzle. They showed how some club officials and referees worked together. One of the most important voices heard on the tapes was that of Luciano Moggi. He was the general manager of Juventus. Moggi was a powerful man in Italian football. He was known for his sharp mind and influence. In the phone calls, Moggi talked to many people. He asked for certain referees to be assigned to Juventus games.
A Messina, mandami console e battaglia. L'ho già fatta. Chi ci hai mandato? Mi pare console e battaglia. Con Cassarà, Sì, e a Livorno. Rocchi? A Livorno, Rocchi, sì. E Berlusconi? Chieri, mi raccomando, non l'abbiamo fatta ancora.
He also tried to control other parts of the league. Moggi wanted Juventus to win as many games as possible. The tapes showed Moggi was involved in what some called a system to control matches.
La tempesta non si ferma e sta travolgendo tutto il sistema calcio.
Luciano Moggi is the central figure in Italy's match-fixing scandal. Police believe their phone taps have revealed a system of corruption at the highest level.
This was not about 1 or 2 games. It was about many games over several years. The idea was to help Juventus and some other clubs by choosing referees who would be friendly to them. The scandal became public in 2006. The news shocked the world of football. Headlines screamed about cheating and corruption. Fans could hardly believe what they were hearing. At the heart of the scandal was the idea that matches were not fair anymore. When games are fixed, it hurts the spirit of sport. It breaks the trust between players, teams, and fans. The Italian Football Federation and the police started legal trials. Many people had to answer for their actions. Moggi and others faced charges of fraud and corruption. During the trials, more details came out. Some referees admitted they took part in the scheme. Others said they were pressured by club officials. The whole system seemed bigger than anyone had expected. The punishments were harsh. Juventus lost their 2005 and 2006 league titles. They were sent down to Serie B for the first time in decades. This was a big shock for the club and its fans. Other clubs like AC Milan and Fiorentina were also punished. Some got point deductions or fines. The scandal changed the face of Italian football. For the fans, it was a painful time. Many felt betrayed. They loved their clubs, but they hated the cheating. Some stopped watching games. Others demanded changes to make football clean again. The scandal also showed how important it is to keep sport fair. Match fixing takes away the fun and honesty. It hurts the players who work hard to win honestly. In the years after the scandal, Italian football tried to rebuild. Rules were changed. Referee assignments became more transparent. New systems were put in place to catch cheating early. Some people worked hard to bring back trust. They wanted football to be a game everyone could enjoy without doubt. Even today, the footballgate scandal is a reminder. It shows that no sport is safe from corruption. But it also shows that fighting for fairness is worth it. Football is more than just a game. It is about respect, passion, and truth. And that is a lesson learned the hard way by Italian football. To understand why this scandal was so big, it helps to know how Italian football works. Italy's Serie A is one of the best leagues in the world. It has top teams like Juventus, AC Milan, and Inter Milan. These clubs compete for the championship every year. Winning Serie A is a huge honor. The league depends on referees to keep the games fair. Referees make sure players follow the rules. They decide when to stop play, give fouls, or show yellow and red cards. Their decisions can change the flow of the game. Because referees have so much power, their role must be honest. Fans trust referees to be fair, but the scandal showed that some referees were not honest. They were part of the problem. Referees who were friendly with certain clubs could make calls that helped those teams. This might mean not calling fouls, giving penalties, or ignoring rule breaks. These small decisions add up and can change the result of a match. The scandal revealed that some referees took orders from club officials. This broke the trust fans had in the game. If referees are controlled, the game is no longer real competition. The scandal affected many people beyond the clubs and referees. Players felt confused and hurt. They wanted to win fairly, but sometimes played in games where results were already decided. This made them question the sport they loved. Fans were deeply disappointed. Football is a big part of life in Italy. Many people grow up dreaming of playing or supporting their local teams. When the scandal broke, some fans felt like they were lied to. Journalists also played a key role. They helped uncover the truth. Their work brought the scandal into the open. Without their efforts, the cheating might have stayed hidden. The trials were tense. Many people followed the news closely. They wanted to see justice done. Some people defended the accused, saying the evidence was not clear. Others called for harsh punishments to protect the sport. The Italian Football Federation acted strongly. They punished those responsible and worked to clean up the system. The hope was to stop cheating from happening again. The scandal led to lasting changes. New rules made referee appointments more fair and open. Technology also began to play a bigger role. For example, video replays help referees make better calls. Football fans want to believe in the spirit of the game. They want players and officials to be honest. The footballgate scandal reminded everyone how important that is. Despite the damage, Italian football continued. Teams worked hard to regain trust. Fans returned to stadiums and cheered for their clubs with fresh hope. Football teaches lessons beyond the game. It shows how honesty and fairness matter in life. When people cheat, they hurt not only others, but themselves too. The story of Footballgate is a warning and a lesson. It shows what can happen when power is abused, but it also shows that truth can come out and justice can be served. The scandal came to light after a big match in May 2006. Juventus played AC Milan, one of their biggest rivals. The game was full of controversy. Some decisions by the referee seemed strange to many fans and experts. After the match, the police investigation grew. They found that many games over several seasons had been influenced. This was not just one or two bad calls. It was a pattern. As news spread, fans felt shocked and angry. They did not want to believe their teams were involved in cheating, but the evidence was strong. The trial started soon after. Maggi and others faced charges. They denied wrongdoing at first, but the evidence was hard to ignore. Witnesses spoke and tapes were played in court. The trials lasted months. The media covered every detail. People debated the punishment. Some thought it was too harsh. Others said it was not enough. In the end, Juventus lost 2 league titles. They were sent down to Serie B, the second division. This was a huge blow to the club and Italian football. Other clubs were also punished. Some were fined or lost points. The scandal sent a strong message that cheating would not be accepted. Many players spoke out too. Some said they did not know about the fixing. Others felt betrayed by their clubs. Fans slowly began to forgive as clubs worked to clean up. New rules were made to stop future scandals. Football had to heal. The story of footballgate is a reminder that even the biggest sports can have dark moments, but it also shows the power of truth and justice. Italian football began to rebuild its reputation. Clubs worked on being more honest. Fans slowly returned to the stadiums. The scandal also helped bring new technology to football. In later years, video assistant referee, or VAR, was introduced. This technology allows referees to check important decisions on video. It helps stop mistakes and cheating. Football in Italy slowly began to recover. Juventus returned to Serie A and rebuilt their team. They worked hard to win titles fairly. The scandal also had an impact beyond Italy. Other countries looked at their own leagues and made changes. Football organizations around the world realized the importance of honesty and transparency. Today, Italian football is still one of the best in the world. Fans cheer for their teams with passion and hope. The lessons from Footballgate are remembered to keep the game fair. The story of Footballgate is a reminder. It shows how important it is to protect sport from cheating. It teaches that honesty and fairness must always come first. Football is about more than just winning. It is about respect, hard work, and fair play. That is what makes the game special.